Liquid-cooled gaming PCs are your solution to keep your rig ice cold, ensuring top-notch performance even during those intensive gaming sessions. With liquid cooling, your processors and graphics cards stay chill, giving them a longer lifespan and unlocking even more speed. So let's go down to the top 7 liquid-cooled gaming PCs that'll take your gaming to the next level. The CyberPower Gamer Supreme. No prizes for guessing that it's the ultimate gaming setup. It's got this crazy powerful 8-core AMD Ryzen 7 3800X processor that can go up to 4.5 GHz. Plus, it's got a GeForce RTX 3060 12GB graphics card and 16 GB of HyperX RAM. The Gamer Supreme is all about style with its cool tempered glass front panel and side windows that show off 4 awesome 120mm RGB fans. It's definitely gonna make your desk look lit. In terms of performance, this bad boy can handle anything. The R7 3800X CPU takes care of all the game stuff, while the RTX 3060 GPU makes sure you're getting smooth gameplay, even at super high resolutions. We're talking crazy good frame rates, like 120 to 145 FPS in Warzone at 1080p and a solid 90 FPS at 1440p. To keep things cool, the Gamer Supreme has this hybrid cooling setup. There are 3 120mm fans at the front and a 120mm AIO cooler in the back, working together like a dream. Plus, it's got all these little holes in the front and an extra vent on top, so you can even move the CPU cooler around if you want. And don't even get me started on the connections. You've got plenty of options for plugging in your stuff, with 6 USB 3.1 ports, 2 USB 2.0 ports, and 2 mic inputs. Oh, and it's got Wi-Fi too, in case you want to go wireless, but there's also an Ethernet jack for those who prefer a wired connection too. Empowered Sentinel PC2. This bad boy packs a punch with a 12th Gen Intel Core i9 12900KF CPU and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 Ti graphics card. It's built for serious gaming. The Sentinel PC2 rocks CUK's sleek Empowered 2 PC case with its clean design and slick looks. The front panel's brushed aluminum and silver edging pair perfectly with the tinted tempered glass side window. This beast boots up fast and responds like lightning. Whether you're into 4K or 1440p gaming, it delivers amazing performance. In tests with Far Cry 6 and RTX on, we're talking about 90 FPS at 4K and 120 FPS at 1440p. Insane, right? For cooling, it's got a hybrid setup, a 140mm AIO liquid cooler for the CPU and 6 120mm fans for airflow, keeping things cool. But gotta watch out, cause that 3080 Ti can get pretty hot. It has a 850 watt gold rated power supply, a whopping 64 gigabytes of DDR4 memory, and 3 terabytes of storage. Plus, up front, you've got 2 USB-A ports, a power button, and 3.5mm audio jacks. This one is a beast of a gaming rig. With its top-notch components and mind-blowing performance, it's a no-brainer for hardcore gamers. Thermaltake Glacier 360. This one is all about reliability right from the start. When you fire it up, you can see through the glass panel how carefully everything's been set up with some cool RGB lights thrown in. And even when you're pushing it hard, this thing stays surprisingly quiet thanks to its fancy liquid cooling system. You can tell Thermaltake put some serious effort into making this desktop. Setting it up is a breeze since it comes with Windows 10 Home installed and no extra junk cluttering it up. Plus, it's got a 1TB NVMe M.2 drive, which means your games load super fast and you've got plenty of space for all your games. But here's the deal, it's liquid cooled, which means you'll need to keep up with maintenance. And if you're thinking about upgrading down the line, you might find your options a bit limited because of the specific parts they've used. Still, the Glacier 360 will be a solid gaming rig for years to come because of that RTX 3060 graphic card. In a nutshell, the Thermaltake Glacier 360 is one good-looking and powerful gaming machine that'll last you a long time. If you've got the cash to splash, it's definitely worth considering for its top-notch performance and cool looks. The Corsair Vengeance i7500. It's one heck of a gaming machine. It crushes through the toughest games without breaking a sweat thanks to its killer combo of a liquid-cooled 14th generation Intel Core CPU and RTX 4090 GPU. You won't see any lag here. Even when things get crazy in-game, this beast keeps those frame rates high. This thing is sleek and practical. The RGB lighting isn't just for show. With the IQ software, you can make it match your game, which gives a crazy sense of immersion. Plus, there's plenty of room inside for future upgrades. But it doesn't come cheap. If you're on a tight budget, it might give you sticker shock. And if you're not a hardcore gamer, you might not need all that power. But if you're into content creation or heavy multitasking, this baby is worth every penny. Trust me, you won't be disappointed with its speed and power. Thermaltake Glacier 460. The design screams, "Look at me," with those flashy RGB memory sticks. It's packing some serious power too, with an AMD Ryzen 5 5600X processor and an RTX 4060 graphics card that'll handle even the toughest games like a champ. And let's talk about that liquid cooling system. It's quiet and keeps things nice and cool, even when you're deep into a gaming marathon. Say goodbye to overheating headaches. Plus, with a whopping 1TB NVMe M.2 SSD, you'll be flying through load screens faster than you can say game on. The Glacier 460 strikes a sweet balance between price and performance. It might not be the absolute latest and greatest tech out there, but it's a darn good value for anyone looking to up their gaming or give their rig a serious boost. Just keep in mind that super demanding games down the road might push that RTX 4060 to its limits. All in all, if you want a solid gaming setup that won't break the bank, the Thermaltake Glacier 460 is a winner. But if you're after something that'll handle every game on max settings for years to come, you might want to keep shopping as tech keeps on trucking. ViprTech Ghost 3.0. From the first boot, it impressed with its exceptional startup speed, propelled by the powerful NVMe SSD. High-demanding games ran effortlessly on ultra settings with consistently elevated frame rates, showcasing the raw power contained within the stylish tower. Windows 11 Pro came pre-installed, granting immediate access to the latest productivity features and robust security measures. This machine effortlessly handled intensive multitasking scenarios with the NVIDIA RTX 4060 8GB graphics and the 6-core Ryzen 5 processor. It effortlessly ran multiple software applications, including streaming and editing programs. The Ghost 3.0 proves itself a capable workstation in a creator's studio and a dominating force within a gaming setup, a highly desirable combination for those who blend professional and entertainment needs. The design emphasizes both performance and aesthetics. The customizable RGB lighting, easily adjusted with the case's controls, adds vibrancy and atmosphere to any gaming space. The sleek white casing offers a touch of sophistication that sets it apart from typical gaming hardware. It's worth noting that gamers might find the storage insufficient when building a huge game library, requiring additional storage solutions. Also, the cooling system, while generally effective, may show slightly elevated temperatures during extended gaming sessions, though never to a level that raises significant concern. Thermaltake Arctic i360T. This one grabs your attention right away with its cool open frame design. You can see all the liquid-cooled parts through a tough 5mm tempered glass panel. It keeps things nice and chilly, even when you're gaming hard. It's like having an iceberg inside your PC, quiet but super strong. Setting it up is a breeze, no need for any complicated stuff. It's tough too, with a solid frame and parts that fit in perfectly, but it's all white, which might turn off folks who want more color options. When it comes to power, it's a beast. With an Intel Core i5 processor and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 Ti graphics card, you're in for smooth gaming. It can handle lots of stuff running at once. No slowdown in sight. Plus, it's smaller than your usual desktop tower, but still packs a punch. Some people mention small scratches or marks when it gets delivered, probably from shipping, but they don't mess with how it runs. But they might bug you if you care about looks. But don't worry too much, it's not a big problem. There you have it, guys. I hope our guide helps you make a better decision. Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and press that bell icon to never miss our amazing tech videos. See you in the next one.